Welcome to the 10 Acre Woods. My name's Mark, my wife Tara. The 10 Acre Woods is a non-profit animal rescue, mainly farm animals, but we have done some other critters from time to time, and some of them have been wild. So today's video is going to show you the fledglings that we have that came in July 14th, so almost 2 weeks ago, so they're probably just over 2 weeks old now. They came in, their mother was killed by a dog, and the people who brought them in found the nest and brought them to us. So we've been feeding them and keeping them
They
up.
usually fledge at 16 days. 16
yeah,
days,
in around there. So,
most birds.
So we're going to get ready to release the birds here. Here's a little clip of when they first came in.
No, it's not going in there. Hey. Hey, wake up. Nom 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 nom. Nom nom. It's in there. God, they want it right down in there. Yep.
Atlas, do you want to eat too? Yeah. So Tiana's got, looks like
Tat.
Tit, or is that Tat?
I got Tit.
Tit and Tat.
I got Tit.
So are you gonna
Whoa!
put them off the balcony, or
Are we gonna do them right off here?
where are you going?
He's sitting on my hand.
This is the,
Let's do
this is
this.
the best time.
When do we? Oh, you're just gonna go?
Oh, okay, there we go.
Whee!
Okay, bye.
Bye, Tit! Bye, Tit!
That was easy. They usually hang around.
All my hard work, and that was it.
That was it.
Every hour, feeding every hour for 2 weeks, and that was it.
Then they just grow up and leave.
Bye!
All right. Well, they were itching. They were itching to go.
Yeah.
So what we've done in the past is we had, what was that? That was a red-winged blackbird we had years ago. Would have been about 13 or 14 years now. And it was when we were building the house. And the bird stayed around for probably about a week or two, I think it was.
Why do I want to cry?
A couple weeks, because your babies left you. So we may see them come back and land on the railing. But it's sad to see them go, but it's beautiful to see them go at the same time. Yeah. So they're gone. It'll be okay. There'll be more babies, Tara.
Right? Means I don't have to get up at 8 a.m. anymore, though.
And feed them. Oh, the joy of babies, right?
It's so powerful to see them fly away, though, when, you know, like, it's cool. It's cool. Sad, but cool.
Yeah.
I'll get more sleep. I can see them in the tree.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, they're in the silver maple.
Okay.
They'll land on my head one day.
We'll keep you updated.
Right?
Cat update. So we have Lucifer.
Next.
We have Nix.
Oh.
All black rescue cats. This was our
That's
latest here. Look at those eyes. He's still
Hi, Tear.
unpettable, but he gets along with all the other ones.
Happy.
Hey, bud.
Hi, Tear.
Yeah.
Best friend is Nix.
You can just tell with those. Yeah, Nix and him are getting along really well. All right, buddy. No, I'm just gonna walk around you. No petting yet, right? We've snuck a couple pets. Here's Nix again. Nix, what are you doing? She was the first one that we rescued. She was actually brought to us in January. She was hogtied and thrown in a ditch. Now there's, I guess, superstitions about black cats, and they are quote unquote unadoptable, we were told by the vet. And then we have Rhea. So Rhea and Lucifer are brother and sister. There's Lucifer in the background. And Mama. And yes, I did get the labeler and put cat there. Anara is Mama, right? Oh, well, look at you.
She's up cool.
Yeah.
I don't know where Coda is.
Go to the top.
Is he? Oh, and Coda. Yes, Coda or Little Bear is up here. He's a big fluffy one. Hi, Coda.
He's bigger than the bear we rescued.
Yeah. We rescued a bear,
Nix, what are you doing?
well, about a month ago, I guess it was. And actually, Coda was larger. Hey, bud? Yeah. Oh, boy. I hear them.
Tit Tat.
It's awesome. Tit Tat!
Oh, there's one.
Tit Tat! Hey, Tit!
Oh, there's another bird. Oh, there's the other one. Right here.
Tit Tat! Tit Tat! Tit Tat! Tit Tat!
Freedom's a cool thing, you guys.
Yeah, one and
Hi.
two. All right, well, they'll just hang out. And it's funny because you can understand or hear the difference between them and the wild birds.
Tit Tat! Tit Tat!
Hi, Onyx. How you doing?
Hey, Willow. How's Willow? Hey.
Yeah, we're thinking that these little lambs that came in, we're thinking they're not Canadian Arcot like the other sheep we have.
Their faces are too. That's
Yeah,
my model.
we're almost thinking baby doll because of the poofiness of the cheeks,
Hi, Onyx.
but still hard to say. So we'll have to keep an eye on their progress.
Good girl. It's my bottle, Willow.
Yeah, you're not on the bottle anymore. And then JJ's eating.
There they are. Okay. So if you remember Mac,
Okay, yeah.
Came in,
Mac
right?
is
over there behind Moira.
oh,
So this
okay.
is Quackers and Dip. So Quackers is the one with the lighter feet. So the one on the left is Quackers, and this one is Dip.
Quackers and Dip.
Yeah.
And then, of course, not to be confused with cheese and quackers, which are Muscovies.
Right. So these two were found by a gentleman as ducklings. He raised them, thought they were wild, but they're not. They were getting too fat to be wild ducks. So he's brought them here so that they can have a better take care of life kind of stuff.
Yeah, they almost look like Cayuga or possibly
Blue Swede.
Blue
I
Swede,
think
yeah.
more Cayuga, but
yeah, because the Cayuga will get they'll be straight black in the beginning, and then they'll start to go white as they get older.
yeah.
But if they're only like a year old, then that's
And Blue Swedes have more of a
Probably not.
bib rather
Yeah.
than spots.
they could be just crosses.
Yeah. But when they first put them in here, Mac went over to the cage and they was talking to them and walking around. So they'll be a good friends for Mac. I think they're two girls.
It sounds like it. It's hard to say. Although the one in the back kind of carries more of a male.
Not quacking either.
Yeah. Just the bigger head, and the other one's got the smaller. What do you think, Sheldon? What do you think, Sheldon? Hey? some new roommates.
Monkey.
Yeah, and Moira, I don't know why I have such a hard time saying her name. Moira, her eyes are getting glossy.
Yeah,
So she is,
she'll get drops today and then 5 days from now again.
Yeah.
Just because they're starting to get cloudy.
yeah, so she'll remain in this area here. She knows the area.
Like Sheldon.
Yeah, her and Sheldon kind of hang out, and Onyx. So she's got her little crew. And Poo Poo. Poo Poo or Bubba?
Oh my gosh, you're so funny. Boo!
Boo Boo. Well,
No, it's just Boo. His
yeah,
name's
Boo.
Boo. Or
Boo.
her Boo.
so this one here, we're not sure female or male yet. And what is it? Through about 2 months old, I guess
Yeah,
now.
2 months.
2 months?
Started honking.
Are you 2 months old now? So this is a Danish goose. who was in a nest and got raided by crows. And there was a few eggs left, so we threw them in the incubator because it was nearing hatch. And this one came out. So Tiana was happy that she had a little child to take care of. I don't know if they like iced tea. There's Mac over there. And here are the other Danish and one Chinese.
There's Glenn.
And Tara mentioned that she put Glenn on the pond. So he's graduated. Graduated to the big pond with the other ones. So Glenn is a Canada Goose and was raised after she was found by a family, and they noticed that, you know, he wasn't going to fly. If we don't know the sex, we usually say he, I think, or sometimes she.
I don't know,
so we'll refer to Glenn as a he from now on. He has, or had pinwing. You can kind of see a little...
Well, I think it's just because he's washing.
Yeah, it's a little low.
Hi, Glenn!
It's not too bad, actually.
Yeah,
really good. So pinwing, or angel wing, it's noticed, is when the knuckle is turned and the feathers are actually growing out to the sides. So we put a hairband on there, and it seems to have corrected it. So that's good.
He likes the pond.
And Glenn, I think, is number 10 for Canadian geese, Canada geese.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we found that if it's
hand-raised, yeah.
Yeah. So we found that what is it? The females usually fly off the same year, but the males tend to be lazy and hang out and stay over the winter and then leave.
It's because their instincts, their brain is wired to kick in on the second year for males.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where females are the first year.
Yeah.
So.
Duckweed is quite pronounced across most of the pond. So they've been eating that. The pigs quite enjoy it as well. Baba!
He's getting old and becoming alone.
Baba, our Pekin duck. He usually hangs with the geese, but...
Yeah, he hasn't been going as far as they have.
No, he hasn't been. So.
Hi, kids! Hey.
There's George. George was just a little lamb. Now he's gotten quite large.
A little buckaroo.
And Tinker.
Hi, bud.
Have they gotten their hay this morning?
Yeah. Want me to go get hay and I'll meet you back?
Yeah, I think that's what. You go grab the hay. Come on, kids. Let's go get some hay. Right? That's Billie Jean, Blackie. Oh, Blackie's just gonna follow Mom. Blackie. She's turned her ear. She's like, no, I'm chasing Mom. All right, I don't think this is gonna work. They just want to follow Mom. Right, Tulip? So today's video is brought to you by Olight, the makers of LED flashlights, and this new little guy here, which is the Olantern. So on high, it throws out 360 degrees of light at 360 lumens. This is actually running at low, which is 30 lumens, which will run about 75 hours. I found it on high. It's just a little too bright, and it brings all the bugs in. This seems to work out really well. It does come with another bulb that resembles a flame, a flickering flame, which is kind of nice. You can throw that in. It's a 1 lumen flame, and it runs for about 80 hours. Now it has magnetic charging, and so does the Obulb. Now the Obulb I've shown before. It's a nice little compact bulb that's fully waterproof. And will attach to any magnetic surface. So if you're using it, maybe you're doing some work on your car, maybe it's in the middle of the night, you got some car problems, you can actually magnetically attach it to the inside of your hood. It also comes with a medallion to stick to any surface, and you can just stick that on there. Maybe it's an outhouse at the cabin, doesn't have full electricity as of yet. and you can use something like this. So if you're interested in any of these, the Lantern or the Obulb or any other product that they make, they even have one that is inside of a pen, the O pen. You can head off to their website. I'll put the links down below in the description, and there's also an access code for 10% off for our viewers. So you can get an additional 10% off of non-sale items, but there is a sale coming up, and the sale starts in the US on the 26th at 8:01 p.m. This is all Eastern time, and then the other sale is on the 28th for the Canadian website. So have a look and see what you think. You don't have to buy anything, but I'll just tell you they are really good flashlights, and I quite enjoy them. I wouldn't bother with a cheap flashlight. I've been there, done that, and you just have a drawer full of garbage flashlights. But anyway, that's it. Back to the video. Come on, kids! Okay, now that Mama's out of sight. So the reason why they follow her more than me is because, of course, I work during the week, so I don't do the regular feedings. Tiana and Tara do the regular feedings in the morning, and then in the evening, depending on when I get home, kind of thing. So I'm not the mother figure, I guess, so I'm fine with that. They ignore me from time to time. Come on, kids! Come on! But they'll listen there. So we've been feeding them over in this area. I've got some alpaca that are actually coming, going, what's happening? Hey, bud, Jasper. So we've been feeding them in this area over here, mostly because of the shade, because we've had some really hot days. So you can see the stuff that's down here. There's just not enough of the pickings, so you know, they want some fresh stuff. I thought she was going to feed them here, but obviously she's gone down to the barn. Oh, Glenn! Okay, Glenn's in on it too. Sure, he's like, I've never been back in this area before, but it seems like all the animals are running that way, so I'll just follow them. You're supposed to be on the pond, buddy. All right, keep going. The herd. Look at Bronwyn's tail. It's just zinging around in a 360. All right, is this where she is? No, no? Oh. Okay, I'm just one of the herd then. I don't know what's happening. She said she was gonna go get hay, and of course this is the hay barn, so she will sometimes put it down here. All right, so I just called out to Tara, and she is going to be at the back of the house, which is where I originally was. So the animals are throwing me off. So you can see how one gets excited and starts running in a direction, and they all just seem to follow. Hey guys, are we gonna continue to going? I know what the plan is now. And of course, Glenn, the goose that was following us, actually was scared out of the electric fencing by one of the alpaca. So she was she was heading. No, guys, no, we're gonna be here. I'm not following you this time. Guys, stay here. You got inside information. Just stay here. Amia, stay. No? All right, follow the group. I told you guys. Yeah, come on. At least you're getting your exercise. All right, they're back. Somebody bolted down to the barn and everybody followed. So I followed even, so I was a member of the herd. And then, of course, they ran back thinking you guys were at the pond. Throw. So there hasn't been a lot of rain this year, and that means there hasn't been a lot of growth for the grass. So hay, which we get a lot of ditch hay, and you can see here, there's a beer can. Sometimes we get things like that in there. They get nestled in between the bale. But the ditch hay is actually really good. It's got a really nice blend of different, it's got hays in it, and it's got just some wild grass, clover. It's got all kinds of stuff in there. We had the farrier out to do the pony's feet last week, and she loves our hay. So, whoop, there we go. And of course the animals love it too, as you can see. I hear the babies.
I know, they're squawking at me up there. Right.
Looks like one's up over there. And the other one's up in the tree there. Well, they're hanging around. Wow. Those cucamelons are...
they're ready. You bet you we can find... Like,
definitely, yeah.
There's, you have to find, Tiana won't let me pick them unless they're bigger than a grape.
Oh.
A large grape.
Hey buddy, what are you doing?
Hi, Tat.
You gotta get all the bugs in the garden.
Yeah. Oh, look, there's some. Oh, there's, I want to eat one. I'm going to eat it.
You're going to eat it.
Maybe two.
Ah, okay, well maybe I'll try one. So that's the cucamelon. Or as Tara calls it, the cuckoo melon.
Cuckoo melon. Oh, so cuckoo melons are doing well. Lots of flowers on these guys. These are, I believe these are squash. We'll see. We'll confirm when they get fruit. A lot of these straight up zucchinis we were doing. A lot of male flowers, not very many female flowers. So still waiting on those, but it's nice and compact, which is nice. The pickles, cucumbers, they're all doing. Hi, Tat. Let's get Tat. Come on, little bud. Hey, I know. The watermelons, we actually spotted some fruit. Oh, there's one. So it's doubled in size since yesterday.
Oh yeah.
So
it's a little cucamelon.
Right, and then this one. Right, so the watermelons, we're actually going to get watermelons this year.
All right.
Which is nice. I haven't checked these watermelons. So we often comment that our plants are medicinal. So the catnip, okay, obviously it's for cats, but you can also, as humans, make a catnip tea, and it's very calming and relaxing. So it's very beneficial for humans to drink the catnip in a tea as well. The purple flowers here are coneflower, or else known as echinacea. And that is your flu, cold, so you make a tea, and it's good for your flus and colds and all that good stuff. This is horehound, H-O-R-E, hound, and that is good for intestinal and diabetes, and so really good gut, liver, that kind of stuff. I didn't look up the marshmallow. Can't remember what marshmallow is. I have it all written down inside. But they're all like something to do, like your raspberry leaves are good for menstrual cramps, stomach, diarrhea, that kind of stuff. So you just make a tea with them, and yeah, I mean, you can add 2 to the same tea, that kind of stuff. You always want to watch your amounts, you know, certain people handle different things differently, so always be aware of that. The hascaps are pretty much done. We kind of raided it for dinner last night. See a couple more, but And we'll probably get 3 or 4 more harvests. Catnip is a bush, so I trim it to the board. So last week when I did about 5 pounds of catnip, which is a lot, I trimmed it to the board, so you can see some of them are doing better, and they'll get like this one. I'll trim it back down to the board and keep it a shallow bush, bushy bush. Onions were all harvested, so they're all ready to. They're all starting again. I'll come through and weed, and then we harvested rhubarb for dinner last night. Mark finally got his rhubarb crisp.
Yum, yum.
Yum, yum. I'm sorry, strawberries don't usually make it to the house. Sorry, hon. I am learning that I'm loving this plant. I love the way it looks. This is that apple crisp. No fruit that I can see yet. I'm going to be ecstatic when I start seeing them because there's going to be a lot. But I do find that I have to water them twice, like midday. You can see them start to just sag. This is where there's a lot of wasps too, so that's why I think it's in here somewhere.
Oh, there's one there.
Yeah, there's quite a few, like when you start moving it.
Well, unless they just like your plants. Well, we'll have to take a look in there and see.
I mean, I really don't have to worry about it till it starts time to harvest, but...
Shouldn't be anything in there unless they're mud wasps, but they don't look like mud wasps.
Like mud wasps. So yeah, I came back here and obviously, okay, this one, I already gave it a couple buckets. Yes, it's sad, but it'll perk right back up. So it needs a 12 o'clock bucket of water in that one. And
yeah, because it's in direct sunlight now.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, they'll perk right back up. So these poppies here, you can see how they're starting to go brown, right? So once they start going to a brown, oh, it's still soft a little, so I'm not going to do it. You just snap it in half and then just reseed your garden. But I'm going to let that dry out a little bit more. We harvested carrots for dinner last night too. It's so cool, you know, the kids come over and we harvest and then we pick what we want to eat, that kind of stuff. Let's check out these guys. They look pretty big. And yes, I'm in here every day, but there's always different things that you see, right? So these have actually tripled in size. So they got flowers now. Again, all male. So we'll keep an eye on that. The male flowers usually show up. Oh, hi Blackie. the male flowers, I believe, usually show up first. So, and if you want, like, let's say you're getting a lot of female, you can actually take your male flowers, put them in a bag and put them in the fridge so that you can make sure you get fertilized female flowers later. Oh, here's some clover. All right, Blackie. Look,
oh,
my onions are not going to be very big because I keep weeding and pulling them up. Right? Could have just standing there waiting.
Yeah. She's like, okay, I'll come get it now. Seeing what you're gonna do. There you go. Clover.
Still getting a cup to 2 cups of raspberries a day. This has got to be a big carrot. Watch it be the littlest thing.
Oh, gee. It put all of its
energy.
It put all of its energy into the top.
But this is you weeding out the littles.
Well, it could be because they're so tightly packed.
Yeah, that's normal. Yeah. That
they're starting to grow up through the other ones, and they're putting that energy into getting up above.
These guys prefer the leaves, anyways.
Oh, good stuff, Blackie.
Yeah.
Just don't tell anybody else. She's pretty good at that. She keeps things quiet.
She's about the only one that doesn't tell everybody.
Yeah. She knows the secrets.
Yeah. This will be neat. This is a flowering carrot. So this will actually flower. I bet you all carrots flower. but it's labeled a flowering carrot. Yeah. Oh, look at those watermelons. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watermelons this year.
Mm-hmm.
These zucchini, absolutely loving it. But you know what? Animals don't like zucchini leaves.
No?
Watch her, she'll come over.
No, she's busy on the
little prickles.
carrots. Wow, but they
It's good for them.
They eat weeds with all the prickles on them, which is amazing.
So the tomatoes are insane. If you recall, I seeded out here after last frost, which would have been May long weekend, so 1st of June kind of thing. I seeded out here, and there's going to be a lot. So good thing we all like tomatoes, because there's going to be some toasted tomato sandwiches and everything toasted tomato.
Well, you said the other night, I think we were getting into bed, and you said, I'm craving a toasted tomato sandwich.
I was thinking of my garden, and I'm like, oh my God, I just want a toasted tomato sandwich. Right?
Yeah.
So what'll happen is this will grow up. These will be the first to harvest under here. And then this will grow up high enough, and what'll happen is both sides will fall together, and then the tomatoes will be hanging underneath. And that makes it easier to harvest the top. I don't know why my tomatoes grow so, well, I do, it's rabbit poop. They grow so big. I mean, I can't even, I spent 3 hours trimming my tomatoes the other night, and I can't trim this one anymore because it's all flowers.
Yeah, I see that.
It is solid flowers. I'm a little bee running around in there.
Yeah, having a good time.
I mean, it's called Sweet 100, this one, and I like Sweet 1 million because, yeah. Peppers. No flowers on the peppers yet that I've seen.
Yeah, those are a fair size.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? But there's tons of green tomatoes in it. And everybody, you can eat green tomatoes. Fried green tomatoes are really good. So once you get a nice size tomato, you can start eating them when they're green. Zucchini. I took all my zucchini chips that I made last season because we dehydrate the zucchinis, make them into chips, and they are so good. Healthy chips. I'm a carb junkie. So for me to go to a zucchini chip was a little healthier. But what I did was, because the new season's coming and I had so many left over, I ground them up into a flour. So you can actually use zucchinis dehydrated and then turn it into a flour. And that's basically your, I think it's called gluten.
Gluten-free?
Ketone or... fill it in if you know. To me, it's an awesome substitute for flour. So, and it's half a cup to half a cup. Oh, air conditioning.
Looks like Turbo found out.
Yeah, he won't eat it.
Oh, that's the...
No, but none of them will eat it.
Yeah.
Which is too bad, because that's...
that's a lot of leaves.
Yeah. You see this stuff on the ground? The animals can't eat tomato leaves. And now obviously I'm putting all my, because they're not eating them, so there's no point in throwing them over. They'll go into compost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, the chocolate mint. Oh, that stuff is so beautiful.
Yeah, it smells nice.
But you know, it's too bad you can't smell through the
smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision, because when a breeze goes through, you can smell it. It's chocolate mint. I don't have the label anymore. It comes back every year. It gets these tendrils, and then you can take the tendrils and either hang it. I want to move some of them in the house when they get really long, because the smell is phenomenal. But this tastes like spearmint gum. I'm not a huge fan
with
of
chocolate.
Chocolate spearmint gum.
Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of you can use it as a mouth, like a spearmint gum, right? So if you are a gum chewer, but you can't go somewhere where you're chewing gum, it's kind of nice.
Yeah. No chewing gum. I'm not. I'm chewing leaves.
Right? I'm not. I'm plant-based, right? Chewing a plant. Oh, the coral bells are blooming. Those are cute. I have all 3 colors of those because I have a little bit of an issue that when I find something I like, I have to own one of every color. Yarrow. Yarrow is another one too. You dehydrate it, flowers, leaves, stem, the whole top of the plant, actually the root too.
Well, and yarrow root tea is good for cleansing of the blood, the lungs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I took that for a number of years ago.
You usually make your yarrow tea whenever you get like a cold coming on.
Yeah, yeah. It just cleanses the blood. Really is.
So the salad bar has kind of we've slowed down eating it. I'm still harvesting all the small stuff, but anything that is going to seed, bolting, I'm gonna leave, and I'll spread the seeds here because lettuce comes back every year. It seeds itself. And then you don't have to plant it next year. It's all like, that's what the hay bales are.
Yeah, there was some in there from last year.
So this is all lettuce seed that will just, so once you buy, pay attention to what you can reseed itself. When I was doing the research for a lot of the plants, I was finding out things like celery. Celery is a perennial. Things like so I'll chop that celery, and hopefully it comes back next year because it actually is a perennial, which is cool because you don't have to rip it all out and plant again. Right? See my fish? I think I'm gonna name him Bob.
Oh, do you have some fish in there?
One.
Oh, right. There's just one?
His name's Bob.
Oh, there he is.
He's tripled in size.
Oh, yeah.
But his name's Bob.
Bob.
Bob. So this little circle you clean out.
Yeah, he keeps out all the, so he has a breathing hole. Bob.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Stuck
as long as there's something in there.
Stuck to my finger. So that's Bob's breathing hole. The stick is so that when the frogs get stuck in here, they can get out.
There you go. As you learn, well, they can usually go up the top, can't they? Can't they?
Well, I had one that looked like he'd been in there a while. Hey, Tat.
They're just hanging
I
out.
love them. They're so cute. Hi, Tat.
Yeah.
Up.
What are you doing?
If I had a worm, oh wait, let me see. Can I find a worm? Look, watch this. Centipede. Oh, there's a worm.
You just move a pail.
Oh, come here, wormy.
All right.
This is what we eat now.
Yeah. Oh.
That's what your mom would teach you. Oh, wait, the worm doesn't want to go.
Oh, no.
Okay, hang
Put
on.
it in my mouth.
Sorry, worm. I have to break you in half.
Oh, they can handle it. They probably can't handle this.
Oh,
Oh no, it's just, what are you putting in my mouth?
right? It's not food, Mom. Yes, it is.
We don't have the tweezers. Oh, there we go.
That's your first worm!
Oh, good
You're a
job.
big boy now! Oh. Oh my gosh. Could you like...
He makes it so difficult. Feed yourself.
Okay, come on my finger. Look.
The worm doesn't want to die. No, I think it... I don't know. I was trying to focus on...
Oh! That disappeared.
That disappeared. Whoop.
Good boy.
I'm zoomed in here.
Good boy. Yeah. Boop. Boop, boop. Okay, well, I gotta go look for more. If I feed you this
Tat! Tat, come here!
If I feed you this stuff, I'm allowed, right? You
Yeah,
want a
this
centipede?
This is training.
Right? Look, get the things that move.
This is centipede. Yeah.
Right? We have to go
No, it's just the one worm. Well, that concludes yet another video. I hope you enjoyed it and found something useful. If you have any questions about the video or what Tara or I discussed during the video, please leave them down in the comments. Or if you just want to say hi, leave that down in the comments as well. Until next video, we will see you then and have a wonderful week. Take care. That almost landed on my shoulder. I think that was Tat. Take care. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.